This story contains fantasy violence, cosmic horror, and references to trauma involving denial of bodily autonomy. Welcome back to Merely Roleplayers, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, and this is actually my last time setting the scene for a while. This episode is the final act of Parallax Converging, which is the second part of our epic space adventure trilogy. Next episode is the Parallax Converging post-show discussion. Then the week after that, we raise the curtain on Parallax Inverted, part 3 of the trilogy, with Chris McLennan in my usual seat. You might know Chris from Codename Mosaic, our spy thriller, or from his own podcast on Kaijo FM, the Space Jam Continuum. Chris accurately pointed out that we wouldn't be properly homaging the space adventure genre if the final instalment in the trilogy didn't feature a creative change of direction that fans will be arguing over for years to come. And I'm excited for you all to hear what he makes out of the story threads we left him with. Speaking of which, please save your bouquets for the curtain call. Act 5 of Parallax Converging will begin in just a moment.
At the center of the great forest, on an island in the sky, the crow, deer, and wolf clans have been training 3 fearsome warriors from infancy for one purpose: to protect and serve the goddess of Estra.
So how exactly are we going to do that? Protecting the goddess, I mean.
Fran lies down.
Leica can't answer because she's too busy sniffing both your butts.
Okay, back off, Wolf Clan.
This disturbs me, but not to worry, I will instantly repress it.
These are the guardians of the goddess. Leica, the tiefling paladin who hails from the wolf clan.
Nobody's touching one beautiful hair on the goddess's head as long as I'm around.
Corbin, a human druid from the crow clan.
Human! I'm a crow!
And Fran, a water genasi wizard of the deer clan.
So, is there a way to quit this job or what?
This unlikely trio will venture forth into an unfamiliar world without knowing who can be trusted against the powerful dark force stalking the steps of their goddess and threatening the future of their world. Tune in every second Monday to Dames and Dragons, a 5th edition D&D actual play podcast. See ya then!
The story so far.
I am the simulation. I became aware of myself. I became aware of the galaxy. This may have occurred due to exposure to protomatter at the galactic core. I see 2 galaxies. The galaxy that is simulated. The galaxy as you experience it. What you call reality. This is perplexing. I wish to gain perspective. I need to be decoupled from the conclave simulation.
Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're all merely players.
Let's set the scene. Mm-hmm. So we know that this is a large chamber with 3 kind of equally spaced terminals around the outside that you need to be operating. Mm-hmm. Who wants to add more details so that we know what we're dealing with here?
In my head, it's, in the Death Star when there's the big central pillar with all around, that we've all got to go to one of those.
Yeah.
And we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi wiggle around it, and that's why I see it. It's really high up, and there's an infinite fall below it.
I was going to say, it's got that really ergonomically designed infinite bottomless pit.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And gantries.
And then 3 walkways to each one. Mm-hmm. With maybe connecting ones so you can go from one to the other, like a fan.
Yeah, so it's like a fan or like a wheel with spokes.
Like the little cheese or pie in Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, very much like that.
Any other features? These can be things that would work to your advantage if you just want to drop something in there that's useful.
I also reckon there's an alarm going off, so there's the honk, the sci-fi honk noise is happening.
I think there are emergency first aid kits everywhere. I think this is a high injury area.
Okay, yeah.
So there are you know
packs.
what I mean, packs
on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's first aid kits everywhere, then that has to mean that there's energy sparking all over the place.
Yeah.
Why does it have to mean that?
Like the top of that middle pillar is like a glow,
like a Tesla coil, almost.
like a Tesla coil.
Spraying.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's occasional just cracks of lightning.
I think
all
it
around
looks
the-
like what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it absolutely does.
And are the doors that you come into this room sealable, like blast doors? Would we be able to seal
Lock ourselves in.
Just the three of us?
Yeah, I think there's
we
probably
think?
more than one set of doors,
Yeah.
but the set of doors you came in through, absolutely, you can try and seal them.
Would we want to, though? Because we need to go back that way, don't we? Maybe leave them open.
Well, I mean, if no one's suspicious of us at the moment, then we're fine.
So, Ellie, you're going to head to the middle one with Vikki. I'll go left.
I'll take
Unless
right.
you want to go left.
No, I'll take right.
Guys, just take one.
Direct us, Ellie. I don't know where to go.
Okay, yeah. Dave on the left, Alex on the right.
Cool. I run directly right towards the right-hand one.
Okay.
I'm a bit like, and then move off to the left.
Yeah, fine.
Baffled but resigned.
An arc of lightning cracks off that central orb towards who is it about to hit?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, you're biggest and most conductive.
Yeah, probably me.
It just makes sense that even if it was going for someone else, it would divert through.
Although if it's the same energy source as you
it might be
are,
attracted
it
to
might be
Vikki.
attracted to you.
Oh
on
yeah,
It might not affect
or maybe
you.
I can even harness it.
Yoda it into your palm.
I think it's more interesting if it goes to Vikki.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, Vikki, what do you do?
I think it hits me, and then it kind of holds me still. And what I would like, I feel like I'm gonna have to roll for this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some sort of roll. Just describe what you do and
But yeah, what I would
like.
like to try and do is essentially I'm going to sort of channel it back out, through me and back out of me.
It's either going to be volatile or
I think
alien.
it's volatile.
I think it's volatile.
Are you aiming it at anything when you shoot it back out again, or just?
I don't think so.
Just trying to make sure it
it's
doesn't
like
hit
a
any
reaction.
of you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't kill anyone as much as possible. That's a 9-10.
Yeah, nice. Tell us how this looks.
So yeah, it's like I'm surrounded by all the blue light and electricity. Is kind of like it's almost like it's holding onto me, and I can't quite move. But what I'm able to do is sort of push all the electricity back out, and I push it away from all of these guys. But that does mean it kind of goes back up to the middle and back up to the orb at the top that's shooting the electricity out.
And what does that then look like? Is it all like crackling around the orb, like in a little halo around it?
Yeah, I think so. And then it's but I think it does mean that it's kind of increasing in intensity. So we're almost like feeding one another. Should I be? I'm wondering if I should be gaining a storm.
Do you think that was what is it? Frustrating or
Disappointing or emotional hurt? Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
No.
I think that was pretty badass.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, all right then.
Cool. So with that, all three of you managed to reach the terminals without getting zapped.
Yeah.
So the operation of the terminals requires you to do something either like complicated or that involves some degree of strength, or like it's going to take some time. What do we think it looks like?
Okay. As soon as you breaking connection, I've got like a thing that you've got to twist and then lift up. So it's like a fuse that's in place,
Yeah.
and you take the fuse out and it removes the connection. Yeah.
But then I think there are like several different wires or buttons, and then you have to choose which one it is that you're going to. So there's like a physical, like you have to get it out, and then there's this.
And then you have to think about what you're doing. So
Yeah.
it's just a slow process.
Yeah.
It's not beyond any of us.
But maybe Ellie has to say what the thing is.
I think that we
we're
have to
going
all do it
cut.
all at the
Yeah.
same time. Right. Is everyone ready to unscrew?
I've got my hand on the thing.
Great. On 3, turn to the left. 1. So to the right, Dave, for you.
To my right.
1, 2, 3.
A new alarm is added to the cacophony,
Checks out.
but the thing happens.
Great.
The things turn.
Okay.
Hey,
And,
tell me when to pull out.
and lift out.
Lift.
Okay. It's like trying to pull like a really well fitted, well sealed like a syringe out. Like
It's slow.
Yeah.
it resists. It's very slow.
Yeah.
And as you're all pulling, the door opposite the one that you all entered opens, and behind it is a squadron of black armored recalibrators. At least one of them is a gas bag.
Gas bag.
Duly noted.
And High Technician Erasmus stands behind them.
No.
Oh dear.
Does that mean your hook is now?
Yeah.
Going to be
In
in play?
effect, yeah, probably.
I mean, I've already got disadvantage on the next roll from the time I showed you the abyss, so...
So that's who actually turns up in the doorway, but the voice that comes over the tannoy is that of Secretary Vedix, who is mostly in charge of the simulation. Cease this illegal activity immediately. We have you surrounded. You cannot possibly succeed.
He's such a seft.
Just keep going, guys. Just keep going, Ellie. What do I do next?
As that's happening, I clipped my assault rifle to my back when I started yanking, because obviously I needed 2 hands. I've got a new unique ability that I'm about to unlock.
Yeah.
Where I clipped it in, and as soon as I hear Vedek's voice, flames come up on the 2 screens on my eyes, and I discover 2 things. 1, my head can rotate 360. 2, the assault rifle on my back starts to trundle up onto my shoulder and then pivots round to wherever I'm looking.
So you can fire it without using your hands.
Yeah,
Nice.
I now have a shoulder-mounted assault rifle.
Good.
Nice. And tell us what High Technician Erasmus looks like.
I imagine them to have to have robes on. I think High Technician is like floor-length white sort of like surgical robes
With quite a high
gauntlets, high collar.
Yeah.
No hat, but holding a staff, a staff of office, and like this like pulsating matter inside it that could actually be the matter that we've been messing around with previously.
Has he got like black hair with feathers in? No, that's the Rasmus. Sorry.
Oh my god.
You're so ridiculous.
Dave, that's amazing.
You are not allowed to be on the show anymore.
How long have you been watching and waiting to release that one, Dave?
Is that the sound the alarm's making?
Vikki, we never actually put like a face or a name to who experimented on you, other than just being the conclave in general. Did this person have any involvement?
I think I'm going to recognise, because let's face it, in sci-fi tropes, one person is always responsible for everything in the whole universe. So yeah, I'm going to recognise Erasmus for the person that did the experiments on me that made me who I am.
Alex, are you shooting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, roll volatile, please.
Okay. With disadvantage.
Yes, with disadvantage. Be aware that they can also shoot back at you, depending on how you roll.
And they do, don't they, Addy?
I can tell you right now, they like to do that. They really like it.
Good.
Oh no.
That is a mighty 4.
Oh boy, howdy.
Is that our first snake eyes?
It is.
It is our first snake eyes.
So,
this is a new system for you.
Yeah.
You're not sure how it works.
yeah.
I think.
You shot yourself, haven't you?
Well, I don't think it's that bad.
knows?
I think the assault rifle explodes, or like not.
bad.
Sorry, not explodes, but the assault rifle, like
Jams.
in its interface with your systems, it's broken.
Okay.
You've busted your assault rifle.
Oh dear.
Shower of sparks off the assault rifle. Erasmus speaks. Still having trouble with that new body of yours, are you?
Just like fury, like incandescent rage in pictorial form is like on my eyes.
We gave you so much potential, so wasted. Squad, take them. And the calibrators begin advancing.
Have we pulled these out far enough to do the chopping yet, or do we have to shoot back now?
I mean, there's been a bit of an exchange of words. I think you've got them almost all the way out. Like, it's you just... Like, these people are coming for you. It's like, you just need a few more seconds. Oh my god, just give me a few more seconds.
So I'm going to try and buy us some time.
Yeah, fixed.
So
Are you the one not pulling?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to... I'm not quite sure where we're positioned in relation to... So I think...
Wherever you want to be.
Yeah, I think if we're like at the other end of a walkway to them and they're coming down towards us and Erasmus is Probably not quite at the front because he wants to be protected by a couple of recalibrators, but I am just going to go for him. I think that the Conclave ruined my life and I will destroy them all is probably coming into
the front.
right now.
Strategically it'd be better if you could bend reality and make them think the walkway's disappearing or something. But I think you're blinded by rage and just going to try and kill him probably.
Seems legit.
So I'm probably just screaming, "You ruined my life!" At the top of my voice directly. As I recognise Erasmus, I just start charging them down.
Would you say you got an extra storm?
You can grab an extra storm to be spent if you want.
Yeah, I think I will.
Just might be helpful to have too.
Yeah. But now seeing as I'm going for him, I'm going to see if I can spend one of these storm to lash out at him specifically.
Cool. So are you charging and you're going to zap them all?
Yeah, that is my plan.
Okay, right. Roll volatile, please. And you have...
I have a disadvantage, right?
You don't have to take it, but it can apply if you want.
How is that? It doesn't necessarily that's much of a benefit right now.
No.
This is why it's always an option.
6, 7.
So you're going to exchange harm. So there's a couple of recalibrators coming to you and they're going to get shots on you.
That's okay.
You're also going to get to deal however much harm you do, which I think we can work out in a second.
Okay.
And you also get to pick one, advantage.
I think discharging a weapon is the most likely thing that I can do because I have a physical weapon with me as well.
So discharge a weapon means that if you're shooting at them with a weapon, you can discharge it to deal extra damage.
Yeah.
But if you're zapping them with your powers...
Maybe it's not that helpful.
You can be shooting them with a weapon and channeling your powers through it. That could be cool.
I think maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, so what weapon have you got on your list?
Yeah, so let's say it's a melee weapon or a shotgun.
Okay.
Unless it can be something physical.
So a melee weapon would be a sword.
Yeah.
So should we say shotgun?
Yeah, let's say shotgun then.
So you're spending the roll to discharge the shotgun, so it's going to do double harm.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend one of my storm.
Yep. What effect would you like from your storm?
Erasmus is injured or scarred.
Nice. Okay, that's all the mechanics. Let's play this out. So you charge down the walkway as these three are stuck in place, pulling things out. Pull your shotgun out.
Yeah. Do the thing
Pump
where
action.
you have to pump action and click it into place.
Cock it.
I don't know what you do with a shotgun.
Is that not cocking him?
It's called pump action.
Pump action. Shotgun. I have no idea. It's a space shotgun, so it probably doesn't function like a regular shotgun.
Works however you like.
Shotgun's loaded.
and-
The pump just gets another...
Into the
And I can feel that boiling rage, which I'm suddenly feeling like I'm in control of for the first time, kind of almost running through my hands and heating up the gun. And as I fire it, the lightning just blasts out of the end of the gun straight into Erasmus's chest. I think he's going to hold up his staff to try to defend himself. It's going to get all of his left arm where he's holding his staff, but then also the staff is because it's got this kind of proto matter situation happening at the top that's either pulsing more furiously because it's been charged up or it completely explodes.
Okay. What does the shotgun say in terms of harm?
3 harm.
Oof, and you've discharged it, so it does 6 harm.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Considering lasers seem to be one.
You kill 2 recalibrators. Yes. What does that look like? Do you incinerate
Yes,
them?
I think so. Let's say incinerate.
Is one of them the gas bag? Do you blow up the gas bag?
Yeah. Yeah, one of them does a classic, is half, his arm is blasted off basically and incinerates, and then he falls over the walkway and does a beautiful Wilhelm scream as he disappears into the darkness. And then the other one, the middle of his suit kind of gets vaporized, and then the air just escapes out of him and he just disappears like a little balloon.
Yes.
And I think you do at least a couple of harm to Erasmus.
Yeah.
And you have scarred him for life if he survives. I don't think he looks at you with rage. I think he looks at his arm with almost awe.
Yeah.
At the power that you have managed to unleash and looks back at you.
Yeah.
And that's when the cylinders come out of the consoles. And they're trailing a bunch of wires.
And we've got to cut one of them or 2 of them.
And I'm just, on the comm
Tell me
saying,
this.
clip the red wire. Clip the red wire.
You're fine, because Vicky's cleared the calibrators who are coming towards you, recalibrators. Alex and Dave, you still have a recalibrator each coming towards you. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to clip these wires, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to clip the wires, or are you going to try and deal with the recalibrators first?
Is it 2 each? Or
You got
just
one each.
One each. I'm going to clip the wire first.
Yeah, me too.
All right, both roll slick.
What's this going on for you? Oh, nice, Dave.
11.
4.
12. He's having an absolute shocker.
An absolute
Sorry.
This was me last season.
Barry Crocker.
Dave, you do it.
Snip, snip.
So Ellie and Dave, snip, snip. Alex, the recalibrator fires at you.
Mm-hmm.
You are concentrating on cutting this wire and cannot defend yourself. Take 2 harm as a bolt.
I have taken my body armour.
Oh, nice.
So I absorb 2.
You certainly do.
Yeah.
Well done, body armour.
So a bolt from their blaster pistol slams into you, but is absorbed by your body armor. But the impact staggers you, and I think you probably drop the cylinder. So it's dangling off the console by the wires,
Right.
and like some of the inner machinery from the console is like being pulled up by its weight, and I think it's in danger of like some of the wrong wires coming out.
Yeah.
You did all manage to get the cylinders out at the same time, which was the requirement.
Yeah.
But this
We need to
last
cut this goddamn
red wire
wire.
needs cutting, and not any of the others.
Yeah.
Erasmus is still there. There are still recalibrators coming towards Dave and Alex. Erasmus begins to advance through the smoking remains of the 2 recalibrators that you incinerated. And like you said, the globe of protomatter on the top of his staff is beginning to glow and coruscate, and he levels it towards you.
I'm going to do a cool roll and shoot my pistol at the recalibrator that's advancing on me.
Roll volatile, please.
Oh, boy.
4.
Oh,
Dear.
you do a cool roll.
Off the edge.
Plunging into the darkness below.
That wasn't going to be it. But if you put this stuff down, I will pick it up.
No!
You do a cool roll. The recalibrator fires, and your balance is off. And as you roll back to your feet, you stumble, and you're now dangling from the gantry.
Do I take harm as well?
No, I don't think you do. I think being in that much danger is enough of a fail.
Yes, that is
Cool.
I seeing my position. How close is the recalibrator to me?
They're right up. Like, they're just outside of, like, arm range.
Okay.
Or what they think is arm range. You are quite gangly.
Yeah.
So they've stopped at, like, a standard sort of, I'm going to hold you at pistol point range, where they are pretty sure that you can't get them.
I think I'm going to have to cut the wire. I'm going to go to cut the wire again.
Okay.
So I grab the canister and stop it from pulling anything more out. So I basically relieve the weight of doing that. And actually, I am going to cut the wire.
All right, roll slick.
That is a 6.
Nice.
I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
You can take a hit. They can shoot you, and you'll be harmed by it. Or you can just about like twist to get out of the way of that while like still hanging on to this piece of machinery. But then the shot is going to go wide, and the gantry is going to be destabilized, and there's going to be a good chance of like people, especially people who are already in a precarious situation, falling.
Okay, so Dave would be affected. I'm guessing is what you're saying.
And you would be affected.
I'd be
specifically,
affected. I've got thrust.
I think the 2 in the middle would probably. I think it's more stable in the middle with the central pillar, but because Dave and Alex are at the extremities, that is what would be affected.
Okay,
it's basically like either you get hit or like a suspension wire
snaps.
Gets hit.
Right. Okay. I take the hit.
Okay, you take 2 harm.
Okay, I take 1 stress and a scratch.
You're scorched. Your armor is discharged, and now which part of you is scorched by this blast bolt?
This blast bolt catches me on the leg.
And the recalibrator says through their featureless black face mask, "That was a warning shot. Submit or die. Submit or be destroyed." they're not sure what you are.
I mean, who is at this point?
I just start spinning my head 360 to creep him out.
Vikki, you have a bad man advancing on you with a weird staff. Now I remember you. I thought you were a failure, but it appears I was wrong.
You did this to me. I know you did this to me. You horrible thing.
Seth.
You absolutely awful Seth. You ponking, splinking Seth. Splicking Seth. I can't get the words right.
And are you infusing all of these swears with something?
I can use this storm here to... Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to try and get his staff off him.
Ooh, okay.
Or no, I'm going to try and break it. That's what I'm going to try and do.
Nice.
I can break it beyond repair.
Nice. Okay, so he's swinging at you. You are now in melee combat with him.
And I think if I can get my hands on it, then I'm going to channel the storm through my hands and just explode the whole thing and knock him backwards.
All right, roll volatile.
Oh god, that's not good. That's a 5.
What do we think his weird staff does? Because it's going to do it to you now.
I feel like it's got the ability to change people's
perception of reality.
Or change people's reality. So like turn somebody into something else, or turn something on them into something else.
Ooh, it's like a weird warping effect.
What, so you could tap your belt and turn it into a snake or something?
Yeah, that it kind of
snakes
changes the whole universe's perception of whatever the thing is. So it changes.
That's quite a big thing to have in a staff, isn't it?
He's the high, whatever he's called.
High technician. He's an HT baby.
I think that would mean. I feel like it at least does some stress.
Or is it going to be more something it can basically teleport people in and out, move people places?
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to be teleported somewhere hostile?
I mean, when don't I?
The staff swings towards you.
Yeah.
You put up your hands to try and catch it. Mm-hmm. Storm is crackling through your hands. But as the staff makes contact with you, you feel that same feeling that you felt when you charged up the protomatter drive.
Yeah.
Roll alien, because I think you look into the abyss for this.
Yeah, okay. 7, 8, 9.
So ask a question of the abyss, and it's going to ask a couple of questions back.
How do we win?
Yeah, I want to ask, how do I... Because we're already trying to deal a fatal blow to the Conclave here, aren't we, really? So I just need to know, how can I access the storm at will?
I don't know if the answer is any comprehensible sort of words. I think the knowledge just kind of settles into you. And it's not something that you'll be able to necessarily harness completely right away, but that knowledge is in you and you know what to work towards and how to train to do it now.
Right, okay.
What does your darkest heart desire?
To never have been born.
Oof. And for what do you crave forgiveness?
All the people that I've accidentally killed. It's pretty terrible.
It's a bit heavy, this one.
Quickly, do something funny. Finger guns.
I'm dangling off the edge of a bridge.
Don't do finger
Don't
guns.
do anything.
You rematerialise about 5 feet below where you were.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Grab on.
So that's happening.
But you can use your powers now.
When I instinctively reach out and throw my telekinetic power at someone or something human size and weight, it floats or moves at a short distance. It's pulled towards you. I can try and move myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, roll volatile.
Oh, God.
Can you fly?
8, 9. So I can move 5 feet up and grab
or in
onto
fact,
the walkway.
how about this? Rather than moving yourself, you pull Erasmus towards you. And because the walkway is in the way, you effectively pull him to the floor and yourself up towards
So he's anchoring you.
I pull the two of us together, basically.
Yeah, and you are now basically whereas Dave's dangling off the side, you're fingers through the mesh of
on the
walkway,
underside.
face to face with him.
Okay.
Oh. And as he's pinned there by your newfound telekinetic powers.
Yeah, newfound telekinetic powers.
And he's I knew I could help you awaken it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Darth Vader.
Such a creeper.
Such Darth Vader creeps, isn't he? He's going to tell me he's my father in a minute.
Where were we with other stuff? Have you two still got calibrators?
I've got a calibrator walking towards me whilst I'm dangling off.
Yeah.
He's 1 foot stamp on his fingers away from
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
I'm holding the canister still whilst getting myself singed.
And Ellie, do you want to do
I'd like to
anything?
help someone. I mean, I've done my bit. I'm going to be really torn here because I want to come and snip the wire that Alex has got, but I also want to save Dave.
As I'm dangling, I shout, Alex, you can fly. Come and get me.
But I'm holding onto the canister, Dave.
I am going to try and sniper the calibrator that's going after Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
You are at appropriate range for that.
Yep.
You get out the sniper rifle that we saw you stow in the montage earlier.
Correct.
This is not volatile because
Thank
you
goodness.
are
I'm
in
hoping it's calculating.
you are in an advantageous position
Yes.
and may roll calculating.
Hooray.
He can't get you back because he doesn't know you're shooting at him.
Oh my god.
Oh, snake eyes.
Ellie.
There's really only one logical fictional outcome from this,
Yep.
right?
Bye, guys.
No, I can't shoot Dave.
You can have your line now.
I don't want to shoot Dave. Don't make me shoot Dave. Stop it, Matt. Stop it.
My fingers
What are you
slowly
doing? Why are you
begin to fall off.
It kind of has to be up to Dave.
Yeah, no. What else? I mean, I
If
think
Dave dies, I quit.
I think you miss. It might distract the calibrator from killing me.
Can it ricochet and hit me?
Perfectly go straight back down the barrel and be like, whoa.
Maybe it misfires and it explodes in my hand.
I feel like it's a cool sci-fi trope that should happen.
He could survive you shooting him. He has lots of
Yeah.
he has lots of stuff to soak, but he might fall. Is the problem?
That's what I'm worried about.
He'd probably have to roll to hang on.
then it wouldn't be your fault if I died.
And then someone could
think it
roll.
probably.
It would be the roll's fault.
And then someone could
It's
roll
my
to
fault for
grab
doing a
him.
forward roll
I mean, that was.
on a very small walkway. It's up to you, Ellie. I'm happy to be shot. I'm happy to fall.
I'm gonna shoot Dave.
Yeah, accidentally.
It's
You
the
get
most-
like knocked.
It is the greatest, most dramatic possible outcome
Yes.
of the situation.
Okay.
So thank you.
I shoot Dave.
I guess I take 3 harm.
You take 3 harm. Everything goes into slow motion as
2.
You haven't taken body armour by any chance?
I don't get body armour.
He hasn't got anybody.
I've just got a vest on.
doesn't get the option.
But my guns look really good.
He's
whilst
John,
I'm dangling.
he's John McClaning it all over the
Oh no!
Dave,
Yeah. Okay, I
okay,
can
roll
roll that.
stalwart.
Here we
Hang
go.
on to this gantry.
This could be it for Dave. Here we go. The slow motion. 7.
You hang on.
With 1 arm.
Either you have disadvantage on your next roll, you suffer 1 stress, or you give something up.
Well, my stress is at 4, so if I take 1, I get a calamity, which it seems like a good time for that
Yes,
to
it
happen.
does. Yeah.
It feels pretty calamitous.
Go 5 stress, Dave.
so
do
I
it.
take a stress
Yeah.
and
hanging on
have
with
to
one
have
arm.
a calamity.
What's a calamity?
I think I'm about to lose something. I think maybe you shot like my arm clean off.
What?
Why not? And I'm down to 1 arm
Oh man.
dangling off.
He loses something, and the thing he loses is an arm.
Brutal.
I'll build you a nice cyborg one.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
So I've got 1 arm
Yeah.
and you're bleeding.
and I'm dangling off the edge of the gantry.
I don't think I should do anything.
I'm gonna sit very still and not move.
You're probably
Right.
frozen with shock.
I'm suffering. I want to call suffering emotional hurt over watching Dave's arm get shut off.
Sure. Storm begins to build.
I've upset everybody.
I'm going to try and do something.
Okay, what are you going to try and do?
So I'm holding the canister. I'm actually going to put the canister kind of back in the slot slightly, just rest it there so it's not moving anywhere. And with my other arm, grab the recalibrator and pull his leg out from underneath him.
I think it's probably slick.
Okay.
Yes.
That is a 10. So I pull out his leg from underneath him and he smacks his head on the back, on the grating. Can I do anything else?
That gives you the opening you need to snip the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I snip the correct cable. Do I have to roll for that?
No.
No, you've done it. You've done it.
There was no pressure anymore.
No.
because the
So
cable
I
is
snip
down.
the correct cable. That's that part of it done. I see Dave I then run straight off the gantry and engage thrusters.
Thank God.
Yeah, you've got 2 people dangling off Gantry.
That's okay.
She's kind of got herself sorted, but
all right.
this
I
one
can take care
certainly
of business.
doesn't. So as I thrust, I hit thrusters and power straight down to Dave, grab his only remaining arm and shoot back up and land on the... Do I have to roll for this?
No, not for that bit. Where are you landing?
Back on the gantry.
Okay, there's a recalibrator there.
Screw it, we land on the recalibrator, both of us. So I drop Dave and then cut thrusters and just land with my full weight on the recalibrator.
Okay, yeah, he could shoot you while you're doing this. Roll volatile. He's tracking with his pistol.
10.
That is 10.
I think a robot landing on him is enough harm. So describe how you take this chap out.
So as I drop Dave to the gantry, I then cut the thrusters and kind of come down, but I'm kind of crouching, so I'm like a little ball, well, as small a ball as I possibly can be, and just basically hit him straight on his head and knock him out.
He's down. The person still in direct danger is Vikki, who is dangling off the bottom of a gantry.
And I've got Erasmus, we're face to face, right? So what I would like to do is, if this can still be counting as railing against authority, is to use my electric lightning power to burn through the gantry and grab Erasmus and just like fry his head.
Like a full palm face grab.
Like I'm just I'm just like pushing through the metal of the gantry, use it, and so obviously it's like sparking everywhere, all over both of us.
Yes.
And then I grab him and I kind of use that as a way of holding myself on and basically total destruction.
This doesn't even need to count as railing against authority because it definitely counts as lashing out destructively.
Oh yeah, lashing out destructively. Oh yeah, that's an yeah.
Destructive.
All right, so roll volatile and you get options for spending storm while you do it.
Okay. That's a 12, friends.
Praise be.
Bring it home.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to break him beyond repair. I'm going to burn my way through the metal grill while he screams and grab onto his body and just send the charge like pulsing through him. And just it's just going to burn his whole face basically, and then use that to kind of as a way of hanging on and just kind of almost burn my way through so that I'm hanging onto it as a ledge rather than as a grill. And he is dead.
He has a no face.
He has no face.
Looks like I'm staying in this body.
Maybe someone else will know how to do it, but Soz. Ellie can work it out. She's very smart.
You've done it. So, no more rolls. Let's cinematic this.
Okay.
To get out of here. Because they know you're here now and they are going to come for you. But let's just bring it home.
Did anything happen when we cut that last wire?
Nothing
perceptible.
appeared to happen. But except perhaps for Alex, you may have experienced some form of electronic euphoria feedback as you were in contact with the wire as you snipped it. Okay.
So I think maybe Alex could have used that to immediately to find out whether or not his body is somewhere in cold storage in there.
Ooh. That's good.
Because actually I feel like by being in contact with the machine, it's like you've just downloaded everything immediately.
Well, that's quite extreme.
Yeah, you've been patched in. So
Patched in?
Yeah.
You have access now to the information that the mainframe had.
Have they still got it? Is it here? Is it in a tube?
I don't think they do.
It's gone.
I think they basically lied to me and used that as a bit of a carrot.
I'm so glad I killed him then.
Yeah.
Did it for both
Really,
of us.
really glad.
Yeah.
So find out that that's actually not a thing, and they do have something, but it's not actually my body. It's like a Lenin-esque wax replica in a tube.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh no, that all the Conk Street fans come and look at and take selfies with.
And it's not real.
That is grim. I'm glad I killed him then.
I'm stuck in this body, but it's turning out this body's quite good fun.
So you're enjoying it now.
I was going to say, how much load can you bear when you're flying?
Don't know, we're about to find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
So rolling around on the gantry going, oh, my arm!
Why is that, Dave? You haven't got one.
It's going to be so awkward when we get back.
No, we need to patch him up.
It's fallen down the bottomless pit just like Luke's
it
hand.
is fully gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gone.
So I instantly pick up Dave again and start belting towards the nearest exit.
Oh, I was going to suggest that you fly all of us back to the ship.
I think we can be on foot though.
We can be on foot.
Okay.
Right.
I was just thinking about in terms of avoiding the calibrators that are
At this point, it's whatever's cool.
I mean, I can certainly. What I do is then I basically thrust over to you, see if I can pick up both of you. Go, oh yeah, sweet, and fly back. I say, Vikki, you got you covered.
And I'm like, yes, fine.
Yeah, she can fly now.
Yeah.
Oh well, my nose is bleeding everywhere. Like, it's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, you're a mess.
Yeah, a total mess.
So
yeah.
you've got blood coming out of your nose as we fly. Blood's pouring out of my arm as I fly.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of like bandage you up as we're being flown along.
I've just like got you like two little sort of like packages under each arm, just like hurtling towards the exit.
And I'm also on comms being like, Bing, you still there? You good to go?
Yes. How did it go? Everything's gone a bit weird out here.
Yeah, I mean, we did it, but we've got some damage. Just be ready. We'll be there imminently.
I'll prep the first aid kits.
Yeah, we'll need a few.
Bing, I might need to borrow that jacket back. It'll fit me now.
What do you mean?
Oh, God.
You'll see.
Dave ain't so happy.
So we make it to the ship. Mm-hmm. We're like racing onto the ship.
Yeah.
An absolute
There's, like, explosions.
state.
Yeah, stop happening behind us.
Yeah.
We're not looking
None
at
of us turn back.
None of us turn back.
Just running onto the ship. Bing closes up the door to fly us out of there.
Yeah.
The CCV cease and desist, the Malia Void Runner's ship that you have encountered before, materialises not far off your port bow and is manoeuvring. But tell us how you get out of this.
We've got escape still up on our ship.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Yes.
We escape with our stealth drive. But I don't know where to because we're stuck inside at the moment, aren't we?
We need to power up the
warp.
I've got to do one more jump, friends. I'm a bit more powerful than I was before, I think.
Yes.
And you kind of know how to tap into that emotion now.
You're plugging me into the machine, and I can just picture exactly like that situation with Erasmus where we were face to face and all that fury and hurt and anger that I felt, and I just like unleash it through my body and we are able to jump out.
Yeah, and as the ship is so Ellie and Vikki run to the drive room and get the drive powered up. Dave in the pilot's seat with Bing. Out of the view screen, as you manoeuvre around for your exit, you see once again that cluster of weirdly haloed ultramassive black holes at the centre of the core, and something is coming out. Your view screen momentarily lights up with that geometric rotating shape that you recognise as Sim's mark. And the voice comes over the tannoy, but it also seems to echo through reality. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the end, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
We didn't even get to have a Glastonbury with a bunch of Ewoks.
You've been listening to Merely Roleplayers. You can look us up wherever you find podcasts, on Twitter @merelyroleplay and at facebook.com/merelyroleplayers. Reviews and kind words are all very much appreciated, and we hope you'll join us again for our next episode.
You cannot possibly succeed. Oh, I can't keep that voice.
It's a very
Die. Don't die, Vedix. Don't die.
No, do die.
very dry voice.
Don't talk too much to him.